Whoever finds the interpretation of these sayings will not taste death. As for the one who seeks, let him continue to seek until he finds. When he finds, he will become agitated. When he becomes agitated, he will be astounded, and he will reign over the all. If the ones who lead you should say to you, "See, the kingdom is in heaven," then the birds of heaven will precede you. If they say to you, "It is in the sea," then the fish will precede you. But the kingdom is inside you, and it is outside you. When you know yourselves, then you will become known, and you will understand that you are the sons of the living Father. But if you will not know yourselves, you dwell in poverty, and it is you who are that poverty. The man old in days will not hesitate to ask a small child 7 days old about the place of life, and he will live. For many who are first will become last, and they will become one and the same. Recognize what is before your face, and that which is hidden from you will be revealed. For there is nothing hidden that will not become revealed.
Do you want us to fast? And how shall we pray?
Shall we give alms?
What kind of diet shall we observe?
Do not tell them, and do not do what you think, for all things are revealed before him. For there is nothing hidden which will not become manifest, and nothing covered will remain without being uncovered. Blessed is the lion which the man will eat, so that the lion becomes man. And cursed is the man whom the lion will eat, so that the lion becomes a man. The man is like a wise fisherman who threw his net into the sea and drew it up from the sea. It was full of small fish. Among them the wise fisherman found a good, large fish. He threw all the small fish back into the sea, and without much trouble chose the large fish. Whoever has ears to hear, let him hear. See, the sower went out, took a handful of seeds and scattered them. Some fell on the road, and the birds came and gathered them up. Others fell on the rock, and they did not take root in the soil, and did not yield ear. And others fell on the thorns. They choked the seed, and worms ate them. Still, others fell on the soil that was good, and this produced good fruit. For it bore 60 per measure, and 120 per measure. I have cast fire upon the world, and see, I am watching it until it blazes. This heaven will pass away, and the one above it will pass away too. The dead are not living, and the living will not die. In the days when you ate what is dead, you made it into something alive. When you come to exist in the light, what will you do? On the day you were one, you became two. But when you become two, what will you do?
We know that you will be going from us. Who is going to be our leader?
Whatever point you come to, you should go to James the Righteous. On his account, heaven and earth came into existence. compare me to someone else and tell me whom I am like.
You are like a righteous angel. You are like a wise philosopher.
Teacher, my mouth is entirely incapable of saying whom you are like.
I am not your teacher. Since you have imbibed, you have become drunk on the bubbling spring which I have measured out.
What did Jesus say to you?
Were I tell you even one of these things which he told me, you would pick up stones and throw them at me. And the fire would come out of the stones and consume you.
If you fast, you will cause yourself to sin. If you pray, you will be self-condemned. And if you give alms, you will inflict harm on your spirits. When you go into each land and walk in the districts, if they should receive you, eat what they put before you, and heal the sick among them. For what goes into your mouth will not defile you, but what comes out of your mouth is what will defile you. When you see him who was not born on earth, lie prostrate on your faces and worship him. He is your Father. Perhaps men think that it is peace which I have come to cast upon the world. They do not know that it is division I have come to cast upon the earth, fire, sword, and war. For there will be 5 in a house, and it will be a matter of 3 against 2, and 2 against 3, father against son, and son against father, and they will stand as a solitary. I shall give you what no eye has seen, and what no ear has heard, and what no hand has touched, and what has never entered into the human heart.
Tell us what sort of end we will have.
So, you have discovered the beginning, with the result that you are now seeking the end? For the place where the beginning is, there will the end be as well. Blessed is he who makes his stand in the beginning, for he will know the end, and will not taste death. Blessed is he who came into being before coming into being. If you become my disciples and listen to my words, these stones will serve you. Indeed, there are 5 trees for you in paradise. They remain undisturbed summer and winter, and their leaves do not fall. Whoever would know them will not taste death.
Tell us, what is the kingdom of heaven like?
It is like a mustard seed, which is smaller than all seeds. But when it falls on plowed soil, it produces a large plant and becomes a shelter for the birds of the sky.
Whom are your disciples like?
They are like children who have made their homes in a field which is not theirs. When the owners of the field come, they will say, "Grant our field back to us." They then disrobe before them in order to grant their field, that is, to give it back to them. For this reason, I say that if the owner of a house knows that a thief is coming, he will start watching before he comes, and will not let him get through into the house of his domain to carry away his goods. Keep watch then against the world. Gird up your loins with great strength, lest the robbers find a way to come to you. For you will find the advantage you are looking for. let there be a man of understanding among you. When the produce ripened, he came swiftly with a sickle in his hand and reaped it. Whoever has ears to hear, let him hear. These little ones who are being nursed are like those who enter the kingdom.
So then, should we, as little ones, enter the kingdom?
When you make the two into one, and when you make the inside to be like the outside, and the outside like the inside, and the above like the below, and when you make the male and the female one and the same, with the result that the male is no longer male, nor the female female, and when you form eyes in place of an eye, a hand in place of a hand, a foot in place of a foot, and a likeness in place of a likeness, then at that time you will enter the kingdom. I shall choose you, one from out of 1,000, and two from out of 10,000, and they shall stand as one and the same.
Show us the place where you are, since it is necessary for us to seek it.
Whoever has ears to hear, let him hear. There is light within a man of light, and he sheds light upon the whole world. If he does not give forth light, it is darkness indeed. Love your brother like your soul. Guard him like the pupil of your eye.